What's up guys, this is Kyle from Vapor Hut, driven by you, fueled by vapor. And today I'm going to be walking you through how to set up and use Eleaf's newest product, the iStick temperature control 60 watt and the Melo 2. Alright, so here's the box the iStick temperature control 60 watt comes in. As you can see, you can get this in matte black, matte without an E, black or silver. So the iStick temperature control 60 watt also comes with the Melo 2 that I'll also be showing you how to set up today. So we got the battery itself, and this is the matte black version. We got the Melo 2, which is a top fill. Inside the box, it's going to come with a USB charging cable, some extra O-rings if you want to change out the colors inside the Melo 2. We get a titanium coil which has the red O-ring on it, a nickel coil that has the blue O-ring on it, and the coil inside the Melo 2 to begin with is a Kanthal coil for non-temperature control. You get a Melo 2 atomizer user manual and an iStick TC 60 watt user manual. Alright, so here we have the iStick temperature control 60 watt from Eleaf. And on the back you'll find these two little holes. This is for feeding a lanyard through. I've never seen anyone wearing this around their neck, nor does it come with a lanyard, but you totally can. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop a battery in this and I'll show you the menu. Alright, so to take in and out the battery, which is not included with the device, on the bottom here there's this little notch. What you want to do is just stick your thumbnail in there and pull that up, and there's these 4 strong magnets in all the corners holding this door on. We have these nice vent holes here on the side for the battery if anything were to go wrong. And on the top here we have this little positive sign, that's where the positive side of the battery goes, and on this side we have the negative. Alright, so let's go ahead and take our 18650 battery, and this is a Sony VTC4, and this side with the flat top button is the positive, while this flat side is the negative. So what you want to do, because the negative pin is spring loaded, you want to put the negative in first and press down and then place the positive end in. And then this little flap just hangs over, and when you need to pull out the battery, you just pull on that strap and the battery pops out. So we'll go ahead and pop that back in and take our plate, and what I like to do is just kind of have it on one side and let it just pop into place. Very strong magnets. I mean, without getting your fingernail in here, this thing is not coming off. On the bottom of the device, we have our micro USB charging port. You can charge the 18650 via this port. And on the top, our 510 connection. This is a brass plated spring loaded pin. So now that our iStick 60 watt temperature control is on, let's go ahead and look at the buttons and navigate the menu. On the far left, this button with the little divot in the center, that is our menu button. When we hold that button, we will change the mode. So I just pressed it and it went to titanium. We can see there the TI on the right above Fahrenheit. Press it again, it goes to wattage mode. You can tell by the W. And we press it again and it goes back to NI for nickel temperature control. Now this button next to it is kind of like a seesaw button, so it's actually 2 buttons, and if we press the lower half of the button, or the left side from this angle, we will lower the temperature, or lower the wattage if we're in wattage mode. And if we press the right side of that button, we will raise the temperature, or the wattage, depending on the mode you're in. And then this square button at the top is our firing button, and it's going to say no atomizer because we have nothing on here. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our Melo 2. I'll show you how to fill that tank and install the atomizer, and we will pop it on to our 60 watt with temperature control and start vaping. So here is the Melo 2 that comes with the iStick 60 watt with temperature control. First thing you'll notice is this small cutout at the top. This is a top filling tank, and it is exactly like the Lemo 2. So all you have to do is spin the top counterclockwise, kind of pops into place, and this is where we will fill up the tank, and when you're done, you'll just close that. The airflow is different from the original Melo. We no longer have those little holes. We have Cyclops style airflow slots on either side, and it will continue to spin. It doesn't exactly pop into place when it's fully open or fully closed, but it's stiff enough that it's not going to spin on you. And this is not a spring-loaded 510 connection on the bottom of the tank. So let's go ahead and unscrew the base and check out this coil. Now the coil that comes pre-installed in the Melo 2 is not for temperature control. This is a Canthal coil, so this is for the normal wattage mode. And the easiest way to tell that this is not a nickel or titanium coil is by this clear O-ring on the bottom half of the atomizer. The nickel coil will have a blue O-ring and the titanium coil will have a red O-ring. Alright, so here is the nickel coil, and as you can see there's the blue O-ring on the bottom. Another difference I just noticed is the bottom positive pin is gold or brass plated. So let's go ahead and put the nickel coil into the base so we can use temperature control. And then take your base, put it into your tank. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this tank onto the 60 watt temperature control. And this was the one I was using earlier, so there's still a little bit of juice in here, but I'm going to go ahead and fill it all the way up. So I'm just going to open that up. Then I'm going to take some of our Bedrock, which is our Fruity Pebbles flavor, and I'm going to go ahead and fill the tank. And what you want to do is just fill your dropper, kind of stick it right there, and just shoot it in. It doesn't pool at all. You don't have to worry about how fast or slow you put it in there. Then once you're done, just spin it clockwise until it's closed. And the Melo 2 holds 4.5 milliliters of e-liquid. Alright, so now that we have our blue or our nickel atomizer installed in our Melo 2, and we've filled her all the way up and installed her on the 60 watt temperature control iStick, we're going to go ahead and lock our ohms. So first of all, make sure you're in the nickel mode since we're using the blue coil. If you're using the red coil, make sure you're in titanium mode. And if you're using the coil with the clear O-ring with the Canthal wire, make sure you're in wattage mode, and you can ignore this next step if you are using the Canthal coil. But if you're using this in temperature control with the nickel or titanium, make sure after you put the tank on, you're going to hold the power up, which is this button on the far right, and the firing button at the same time, and watch carefully. That little omega sign, the ohm sign, is going to turn into a lock. And there we have it. Now that we've locked in the baseline resistance of this coil at room temperature, we're ready to vape. Now as you can see, temperature protection kicks in as soon as we get up to around 490 degrees. And she's definitely working. So that's how you use the iStick temperature control 60 watt and the Melo 2 from Eleaf. So that's how you set up and use Eleaf's newest iStick temperature control 60 watt and their Melo 2. If you guys are interested in seeing my review on these products, just click on this link. Otherwise, this has been Kyle from Vapor Hut, driven by you, fueled by vapor. Have a great day, guys. What's up, guys? This is Kyle from Vapor Hut, driven by you, fueled by vapor. And today I'm going to be walking you through how to set up and